All right, dinner was good. So it's bananagrams time. Okay. Angels of light and love, I welcome you in. Back in. To direct and protect these messages, excuse me. My chakras, my auras, my space, and that of my light and love crew. Okay. Okay. What do I want to say? There are a lot of things on the table right now. There's actually several tables. You know, I'm thinking about that back burner table and moving things up a notch. So applying pressure to, how do I say it? I think that's what I'm going to do. Do it the Heyoka way. I don't want to divulge all of the details because those that are really on the inside that are helping me already know what's up. I don't need to share that, you know, within those that are trying to stifle and muffle the bigger agenda. Yeah. I never thought that I would, you know, find myself to be in this place, in this space where, you know, things are in subtle form to kind of diminish the light within you. You know, it happens on multiple levels, whether you choose this way or that way. It's just, are you subdued or are you not? So, you know, let's see here. G. Okay, so what do we have here? IKITNOARQNMJN. So we have the NRA here. We have got Ron. They got Ron. It says Tina. Tiki. Gnat, like flying gnats. So those are projections, like people stealing, like within the occult, that take over another life form in order to view into your world. And those are spies. So there's gnats, yeah. I have Gina, both J and the G version. Rena, Trina, Tori, Tony, MRN. Interesting. Qigong, is that how you pronounce it? In it's like peppered, like fragrance in here. Yeah, that's definite. That's part of the secret sauce. All right, is it working now? Yeah, I had an alarm go off right now. I have 10:30s alarmed. Okay. Tango. Takes two to tango, doesn't it? Ring. Oh, you know what? I think, especially for light beings, the ring, you know, the ring, what do you call it? The surveillance device. There's like a master behind it. Like there's, how do I say it? They're misusing information. There are hackers within the system. And there's an allowance to it as well. That this also plays into YouTube and other channels, other forums, that there's a control on what's released into the public. So there's some hacking into that. Yeah, definitely. Rang, huh? But you know, the ring, I mean, I usually don't get ring from that, but that's, since what we were talking about is, that's what it was pertaining to. Ring is also a commitment, but it's also an alarm, like an awakening. More likely an alarm. Like, this is someone in the position to not just ring the bell, like, you know, the announcement, like old school, but there's, you know, like a fire alarm, like someone's, yeah, this isn't just whistleblowing, this is magnified, what's happening. So, yeah, Tron is here again. I don't know who Tron is, but it's a nickname, I feel like, yeah. I don't know why I'm getting Viking, but the way the letters are sprinkled out, I have no V here, but there's something about that. Anyway, MJ also, join. Oh, this is a league. That is attempting to recruit young'uns. Yeah. Joining. Oh, maybe, you know, like, it's not all that bad, because you know what that means? That means the light ones are going to find their crew, the correct ones. They're going to be able to discern who's right from wrong, even if, like, there's wool trying to be, like, pulled over our eyes. There's a joining. I've never had that before until now. MRN, what is that? A medical record number? People are, okay. So I've heard, that there are identifiers to, potential light beings through their medical record numbers, because everybody needs to have some kind of, like, insurance, right? So in order to, like, come from a trustworthy source, you know, like, regardless, like, you have to have some kind of identification, and that's the primary way to do that, whether you're a local resident or not. Everyone pretty much carries a medical record number, so MRN is definitely on that. I see rat. Ooh, tram. Okay, so does a tram, like, go underground? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I see mark. So that could be either a name, and or a signifying, you know, presence or event. Oh, are you, like, oh yeah, are you marks, like your mark, on your mark, get set, go. Yeah, joining. It's time. It's Spirit's about to pull the trigger, like, yeah, that's crazy. Spirit's crazy. Okay, what I'm told to do is pull from another deck that actually has, like, arms on it. You know which one that is? That is the beautiful Omega Land Tarot. That's insane. Oh, I haven't done these. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. It's telling me to get to these readings. Okay. It's okay. We're going to do it. So, let me put this back on here. Very interesting, let me tell you. Okay, we're not done with this part yet. So, but, like, I was told to pull it out before I forget, like, okay. So, yeah, mark. Like, marking. Of course, we have king here. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh. Because if you look at that, because words are spellcasting, right? So marking, like signifiers or whatever, mar is to like damage something. Like it's a damage king, right? It's the executor. Yeah. So let's put marking and then we'll put join, okay? Because that's crazy. So we have like almost like a hitman here. It's like when it comes to joint. Okay, wait. Oh, you know what? Marking. Yeah, this is where we officially collaborate. And being that tea is like the primary form of sacrifice, a lot of this was not like, I feel like death affiliated. This was more of like a humbling of egos almost, where if someone was sent off to be crucified, it was also more like to embarrass them, publicly humiliate them, like, you know, like the cuffs, like what, and like where you put your head in, where it's kind of like that, like a guillotine without the blade, where you get like cut off in that middle, like your hands, like you're kind of disembodied by what other people think of you. So they're using that thought process as blades. So looking at that, there's a certain amount of sacrifice when it comes to that. Like you're not gonna care. These are my true rebels. Actually, this is Spirit's true rebel. Like they're the true essence, the flavor, the romanticism of rebellion. That it's not bloodthirsty. That, you know, when it comes to like the spillage of blood, there's also amount of like in, you know, conceptual form, that this is because blood has already been spilt. This is something yeah, like this is like people who are not caring about like the Louis Vuitton, the what do you call it, the, you know, all those brand names, right? They're not caring about like, what is it, not Louis Vuitton. I got that mixed up with the, you know, the red bottom thing. So, oh my gosh, I got that so mixed up. See, and that, you know, that's how automatic and foreign it is to me. But yeah, so there's that. So also joint, okay, that's a meeting up. This is marking a place. This is like an era. It's happening. It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and we have Qigong. Is that how you pronounce it? That we definitely need to take up that practice. Even if it's just like one motioning or a breathing exercise, makes all the difference. Spiritually speaking, auric speaking, connection with like being tapped into the divine and Gaia, like holding that ground, that connection, your energy cannot be misplaced. It cannot be like torn down. Once you have that connection, it's a chain that's unbreakable. Remember, that is what I'm told to say, to tell you. Anyway, we have Anne here. So, where do I put these two ends? Because if you tilt them off to the side, they're just like lowercase z's. So I feel like it's like the snooze button. Or like nap time almost. Like a, what do you call it? A power nap. What does that mean for that? Oh, I also have the name Non. That's Vietnamese, I believe. Yeah. I have to run down the list. Interesting. So we have RN here. for healers. And another N can go for on joint, or, you know, the middle ground is like the middle of the alphabet, I believe, is M and N. Right? Yeah. The middle ground of the alphabet, since we're talking about spellcasting or all of that marking, MN is the midpoint of the alphabet, and roughly the midpoint of the alphabet, the transition point where it's like, there's something, I think Spirit is saying this marks like being in the middle of it. So whether you're neutral or not, this is almost like World War II or whatever, like there's no sense in neutrality. Being neutral is almost like a selfish act in this case, where, like, because it affects everyone. And so to have no say in it, almost like, how do I say it, Spirit? Everyone's affected. Everyone is affected. So this is the part where we're in the middle of all of it. Whether you go backwards or forwards, our ancestors are affected by it. Our lineage is affected by it. We are directly impacted by it, whether we realize it or not. Yeah. Yeah, we're talking about subdued, like this, you know, like the buzzing, you know, the talk that's, you know, kind of being hidden behind closed doors. Yeah, yeah. So there's that. Okay, so now I have to pull cards. I forgot how, okay. That's why I was told to pull the cards like now. Okay, so we have the Moon card in reverse and Four of Swords. So it's something that we need to contemplate on. What our intentions are while we're like undercover being poked and prodded at, like being made for fools. This is not just an insult to our intelligence, but also disrespect to our sentience as a whole, as a collective, as an individual. It's disrespect. So we, like, in putting ourselves in, like, again, in sleep mode, to contemplate, you know, during like the downtime, making downtime specifically, because again, we see the Six of Wands here, thinking about what, victory, what winning it actually means. Like when on your mark, get set, go, the race, like we're not just thinking about, how do I say it? Like, how do I say it? I don't know. But that's what we're looking at here. Setting intentions, new moon. I don't know when the new moon is again, but there's a lot of lies and deceptions. This is a massive like liar card when it comes to, like, it's not just like the liar, it's the liar through many faces. Okay. But it's a very undercover type of card here. Okay. Anything else, Spirit, that you want to convey? Page of Wands, the Chariot, and Three of Coins. Okay. So in starting this new journey, because that's a prefix to it, like what our intentions are, like, this is starting something to, like, be able to not just gain traction, but go somewhere with what, like, heavy artillery. Like we're endowed with such great gifts to move forward within this reformation. Reformation is tied and linked to here, and I don't know why, but this is showing me what? Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah, reformation of the constructs. Right behind, that's insane. Holy smokes. Okay, so the intentions card, we'll pull Chariot. Oh, look what's behind that strength. This This is pushing through the stronghold. I don't even know what a stronghold is, honestly, because I didn't like major in all of that. Major in. You don't have to major in all of that. I was just going through some, like, I don't know. An artist's mind wanders at every age, okay? So, but I'm getting stronghold, like, oh, look, Ace of Wands in reverse, yeah. Yeah. So pushing through, I was going to pull the other cards, but I don't know, I don't know what happened there. But the Spirit's saying, oh, pinpointing it. Oh, Page of Wands, yeah, that's right. Okay. So, yeah, being like, okay, we're gonna like start something new, and it's knowing, not just like being gung-ho about it, but knowing like what you're worth. Do you know how much money it costs to have one of those vehicles, to operate one of them, to maintain it? Like, it takes skill to self-manage in that vehicle. So, yeah, just seeing that, it's like, we're talking about, like, that's crazy. You know, I mean, crazy cool anyway. King of Wands again showed up, but it's in reversal. When it was accentuated here in the previous deck on, what do you call it? I almost said page 1, but the part 1, part A to the message, we had King of Wands accentuated within its highest form. This is a player, right? The ones that are in reversal. What do we want to say about that? What's underneath that? Knight of Cups in reverse. So, is this our league that we're, like, working with? Or is it, like, the obstacle course? Nine of Coins in reverse. I don't know what does that mean? Nine of Coins. So, these are obstacle courses, because this is depicting codependence when it's in reversal. This is independence versus codependence. Seeing two guys, it's like being caught in like the third party type of thing. This is your classic, normal, average reading. What does he or she think? Why? What if it was blah, blah, blah. Like, when are you going to meet your twin flame, etc. Like, you know, that whole soap opera drama. Where, you know, that's what that is. That's an obstacle course right there. People treating you like you're a fledgling because, like, you're that, like, Page of Wands operating that heavy artillery. Yeah. You see, bottom of the deck, we really hold higher ground. Yeah. So those that deceive are very much deceived in life. Do you understand that? At any level. Doesn't matter how much money they make. Doesn't matter how much they were bribed with. When you fuck around, you're going to get fucked up. For sure. So like gathering, investing in all of that energy. And then, you know, when you meet me, that unfolds. You know? Spirit forces you to fold your cards. Like, you're just like, that's what happens, because you're going to learn your lesson. Like, and so anyway, Ace of Coins, for sure. This is for sure, like, people trying to create that impression of, you know, like, they put this on the obstacle course. Like, they say that, you know, law of attraction, they put this in position so that, you know, like, you're susceptible to, it's like birds of a feather flock together. So they're trying to approximate where you are in life, what your triggers are, before you can really like fully understand them, and position you towards these figures, so that you can like kind of embody the spirit of these like people who sometimes know what they're doing, but they don't really know. They're puppets. In fact, they're also like puppets is what I'm getting. Like, there's spell work being done on them, too. And they're a little oblivious to it because their learnings are at a different stage in life, you know? They have different, like, they have, like, backstories, you know? So they don't know 100% what's going on when they're positioned and employed to like screw around and kind of imply codependency, imply the positioning of codependency. So Spirit says, like, even when you feel like you're doing your best to make the most, but it's like no matter how many hours you work, you still can't pay for, you know, what it like. It's like being framed to fuck up. But so that's what's happening here. But in disguise, we do have help, because you know what comes along? It's not just like, oh, it's not the Ten of Pentacles. It's not like, oh, it's not what everybody's expecting. Like, oh, Spirit's gonna like, you know, do this or that. This is an all access pass. You know what that means? The Ace of Coins. It drops in when you need it most, Tina. This is what happens. You know? This is all access pass. So this is better, essentially, than the Ten of Coins, because you're not drawing in all of that like fame and glory just yet. This is what I'm told. You're not drawing that in that will like cue in haters and this and that. No, you're given this because you know what to do with it, Tina. This is absolute abundance when you need it. This is like the BFFs of the spirit world. Mm-hmm. This is the turnkey right here. That's the truth. Blue. And it's not like, this is not like the riches of the scantily clad is what I'm getting. Like there's civility in it. Like there's grace in it. Like you have a napkin, even though like there's chaos amidst like the world. And you know, like you treat yourself well, regardless of like what's on the table. Yeah, that's what's happening. Okay. And we're gonna pull, yeah, one more. It's about to start. It's just about to, this is, okay, hold on. Because we just said that things are starting up right now. Oh, prefix energy. Okay, they're on the verge. Okay. All access pass, like, Spirit is like saying, okay, here's your lunch bag, here's your, you know, like your toothbrush, you're about to do like a sleepover, like a fortnight or something like that. Like, here's your thing, you know, here's your jacket, here, you know, tying up loose ends with us to like be able to like roll on by. You know that song that I'm getting? Walk on by. Foolish pride. Don't let something, all the tears on my face, something like that. As you're walking by, go walk on by. Don't stop. That's interesting. That's saying goodbye to an old world. Eight of Swords. Yeah. Oh, that's so crazy. Whoa. That is crazy. Walk on by. Don't stop. Yeah. That's insane. Okay. I want to do one more. Okay, spirits. Okay. Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, so we're not, this is being undercover celebrated, you know, everything balances out. Like the true rebels, like they don't need to make like a huge like stink about it. You know, like when you're out in public and there's like that loud crowd, they're like, oh, you should have seen her, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Like, you know, like that dude energy, but there's also equally that chick energy where it's just like, I'm getting chick habit here, you know, but it's like super loud, super annoying, you know, and it's like when someone is genuine, they don't have to make themselves, how do I say it? Because there's times where you're just like super like excited. You can tell the difference between the energies, but because one is like super like truly happy, like purely happy, whereas the other kind of happiness and excitement is expressed is one of like seeking validation externally, right? Yeah. So, it. Why are we saying we're saying that and pertaining to here? Oh, the underground. They give us accolades. Like we just kind of like we should know this by now. We have helpers. It's like the most decent, mad decent energy exchange. Like not everybody needs to know about it. It's sacred. It's not just special within its sacredness, but like it's protected. Like actively protected, not just from the divine and beyond the veil, but also here. This is like a secret covenant. Okay. Okay. One more. Okay. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. These are people who are highly abundant in many ways, like the most abundant. Yeah, I'm told not to like disclose anything more about that. Because that was like a lot of bottom deck energy, and not all of it will be disclosed to everyone. But just know that this is, for chosen ones, for those that work in absolute love and light. Like they're like valedictorians of the spiritual realm. Let's think about it that way. They put in the work. They put in the focus. It's not just something that's like gifted. Yeah, that's what I'm told. So that's what we're looking at here. And then we're going to cut the deck once and we're going to call it a day. Lovers in reverse. So we're, okay, instead of saying like, oh, okay, there's a lot of disconnected, like discombobulated relationships that are amidst the MN, like the middle part of this, we're looking more at, because this, I'm like, no, this means that going with that underground level, we're highly regarded. Like we're very well liked. We're almost like, it takes love in more than just like the romantic form of it. Again, joint sacrifice, looking at that. This is what Spirit intended. When it comes down to it, it's not just about trust, but like the follow through. And not always having to put it on blast, but energetically, you have to recognize this. Like seeing how many opponents are out there, how many bribes are taken and dished out, how many people can be bought and sold. Those that can be bought, mind you, can be sold or have the intention of being sold. So there's, yeah, that's what's happening there. So this is being highly regarded, like in its most humble fashion. Yeah, that's good. Like being in the middle of things, like knowing that we're not alone in this energy, and that we have the best of the best, like the wealthiest of all, that don't just like put all their eggs in that like monetary basket. Of course that basket might be banging too, but like this is the good stuff. Yeah, I mean, like that's the back end, this is the front end, like that, hold the higher ground. Is that the top deck energy? Oh no, this is the bottom of the deck. Freaking master number 77. So it takes patience. Again, like we started on the front end with the Knight of Pentacles, and we know the reason why. This source of independence offer on Horus when we have there's work to be done, but also like part of that work is putting that work in patience with that process. So master number 77 is the master revolutionary. I only remember this because when I first started, and nobody viewed my stuff, not even in the underground, that I didn't have an underground back then. It was just the underworld, I guess. I don't know. There was a feature on master number 77 and appeared I think at least 3 or 4 times, but this is very interesting that it's a master revolutionary right here. Very interesting. Okay, I think that is it for right now. I do appreciate, once again, and many times thereafter and before, thank you to my light and love crew, to my supporters, my sponsors, who do the work in love and light. I wish them love and light as well. Yeah, my words are powerful. I don't know what really comes of it on a personal level. I just know that it manifests, and I'm good with that. So if I'm gonna push out anything to the world, it must be to those most deserving. So yeah, and a lot of that would be healing, because they do a lot of work. I mean, it's right here. Okay, so I guess we'll be doing some Qigong. And that's it for now. Okay, upon closing all this reading, I close all portals that have been opened. And I send back all of those energies with love and light. Send them back with their appropriate karma for the appropriate reward, even if it's in disguise. Because we're here to learn, we're here to grow. And what were we going to say with that? The most profound lessons are that which are tied to karmic learnings. So we have good karma, we have, varying degrees of karma. So I send all the energies back with their appropriate karma. And I appreciate you in advance for respecting my space, my energy, my time. So, closing all the portals. Thank you.